My only child, Devontae Riley, had just turned 18 on his birthday, April 17th of last year. And right after midnight, he was killed. My son was amongst friends. He was supposed to be amongst friends. He was the only one in the room out of 7 people saying, "Put that gun down before somebody gets hurt." And my son was the one shot in the head. My son was an innocent victim, shot in the head because of a teenage girl's stupidity and her reckless decision to play with the loaded gun.
We lost our loving daughter, Jenny, to violence, and Jenny lost all her opportunities with no fault of hers to attend high school, graduate from college, to become a professional woman, a wife, an aunt, a mother, and a grandmother. All her future were gone forever. And that was all because of the violence, the senseless violence crime against our children.
He had been on his way that afternoon to pick up his daughter, who was getting out of school between 4:30 and 5 that day. So he and his friend were just kind of hanging out a few minutes so that they could on time go pick her up, and he was going to be keeping her for the weekend. And that's when it happened. Shot.
I can't really go into detail a lot about my son's murder. This happened right over there at the golf course. So it's still kind of hard for me to be here right now and stuff. So this is our first time out here since this happened. My name is Patricia Nunn. This is my sister-in-law, Rhonda. And we lost our son, Kwame, to senseless violence not too far from here. He was only 18 years old, attending a so-called birthday party. And had his whole life taken from him in an instant.
My son was looking forward to turning 18 and excited about his high school graduation. He was so proud of himself for making his dream come true of graduating and going off to college. Weeks prior to his murder, all he talked about was living in the dorms and what his college life would be like at Chico. I thought my son was college bound.
I just always thought I would give my son a wedding and not a funeral.
My family and I never expected that our lives would be filled with such a void and made incomplete.
You know, you see these things on TV. You see it in the paper. You hear about it all the time. You can only imagine it's the hardest thing in the world to lose your child.
As a mother and as a nurse, it's my job to help people, and that's what I plan on doing. I need to make a difference in stopping this violence because it's just unnecessary.
We have to stop the violence. Is it worth it?
No.
Why don't we just fight with our fists? It's okay.
Amen.
Do you have a black eye?
Yes.
It's all right. But when you use a gun, when it's a bullet, it's over.
What about the grieving time off that we need from our employers? 3 days of paid grievance time is not enough, and I feel that something needs to be changed about that. We need to have at least 3 months of grieving time off to grieve the time for our loved ones. Also, something needs to be done about the TV shows that glorify violence and homicide. Kwame and I were guilty of watching these shows the first 48 hours. We used to sit and watch the reruns, watch the marathons, and now I'm living that show.
I am grateful to Lorraine and her organization. It was last year this time I was watching the news and I saw the walk. I saw the walk at Lake Merritt, and I thought, I'm going to contact her. I want to meet her. We share something.